What's going on, YouTube? Another day, another dollar, baby. Back with another video. But this video is not trucking related. It's insurance related. So if you've been watching the news, there was a fire up there in Hawaii. Random place for a fire, but y'all see on the news. Or if you ain't seen it on the news, just look it up on YouTube. The Hawaii fire. You see how bad it is. Everything up there burnt to a crisp. Cars burnt to a crisp. Houses burnt to a crisp. Some people dying. Some people had to jump in the water. Big massive fire came through. Well, since I do insurance, I get the alerts. I see in the Facebook group what's going on. I even get the pay sheet, baby. That's right. I get the pay sheet. I get to see what is going on. Who's going up there? People that was around me. Are they going up there? I get to see it all. So I'm just going to try to break it down to y'all and, you know, explain to y'all what's exactly going on. So first and foremost, Hawaii just put out a declaration allowing independent insurance adjusters like myself that's licensed in other states. We can now get an emergency license and go up there and do business with Hawaii. You know, emergency license only take a day to get. It's only good for 120 days. It's either 120 or 180. I think 120 days. After those days expire, in order to stay doing insurance in Hawaii, you would have to take an exam, pass the state exam, and get the actual license. But as of right now, they're allowing you to apply for emergency license. That's good for 120 days, okay? And remember, Andrew license is good for every state except California, Hawaii, and New York. Those three states require additional exams for me to pass in order to get their licenses. And I'm qualified for all the other states, but I got to pay money to get all the other states licenses, and yes, it costs a lot of money to get the licenses, okay? So right now I only got 2 licenses. Florida, I just got Louisiana, and I may have here in a second, I may have Minnesota and I think Minnesota and Oklahoma is what I'm applying for. I think. I know it's Minnesota, Oklahoma. I think that's what I'm about to apply for right now. I can't remember what I had on now, man. It's a difficult process to apply for these licenses. But okay, so, and I'll put up the little declaration so y'all can read it, so y'all can see about the insurance, the independent insurance adjusters that can go up there, okay? So, the carriers, the insurance carriers like Allstate and State Farm and all the insurance carriers, I'm not sure who all the people in Hawaii is insured with, but whoever they got their home insurance through or their car policies through, those insurance carriers right now, because of the unique situation, they only want insurance adjusters to come up there if they have total loss experience, meaning they want you to have, you ain't got to be a lot of experience, but you need to know how to write a estimate for a total loss, meaning a property that's burnt all the way to the ground. You're gonna need to know how to go and get the blueprints for the home, you know, before it was built from the state, and write a whole entire estimate, top to bottom, everything, okay? Because it's a total loss, meaning the insurance company, because this was a fire, it's gonna be covered. And it's going to be covered for a lot of money. You're talking about however much the house was worth, $250,000, $300,000. Well, it depends on, you know, their policy. You know, if they had enough, they should have obviously had enough to cover the house, whatever they were living in. But you're going to be writing checks that big, okay? So I just seen the aftermath, so I don't know how much those Hawaii houses was worth. All I see is burnt to a crisp. I'm just going to guess $250,000, that's gonna be the average I give it, but I don't know. I didn't see the houses before, I just see after. Obviously the cars that's burnt down, we just gonna say all them cars $20,000 each. So me, I'm certified for auto and property, but obviously property is gonna pay more. Like I just told you, property, them houses $250,000, these cars $20,000, okay? But if you go up there you're gonna be doing everything. You're gonna be doing property, auto. You just collecting the money. Okay, so let's talk about the pay. I got the pay sheet right here, a pay sheet from one of the carriers. Don't matter which one it is, but let's look at it. Okay, let me flip the camera. Okay, now when we talk about the amount of money, where you see gross amount of loss, that's how much damage to the left is done to the property. Okay, in this case, we're gonna have 65,000 and over amount of damage to the property. We got a total loss, so it's gonna be about, you know, like I said, $250,000. To the right is how much the independent insurance adjuster is looking to make per claim. Okay, so in this case, 2.3% of the gross loss. The minimum, about $1,700. Okay, so if you do $250,000 times 2.3%, you're looking at about $5,000 per claim. Okay, and then you got some extra stuff down here. Okay, so let's flip the camera back. So as y'all can see, insurance can be very lucrative. Now, this wasn't no hurricane. This was a fire. I don't know how it got started, but I have went on the Hurricane Center website. Y'all can go on their website too. They do have a couple of, I think it's like 3 storms out there in the ocean, on the Pacific Ocean. Maybe one of them may be a hurricane. And, you know, after this fire, that may hit next. You just never know. But nothing's going on the East Coast and the Atlantic Ocean. They had Dora. I guess it disappeared. So, you know. But in this case, this was a fire. So if I had total loss experience, I would stop everything I was doing. I would call Justin Lewis up, tell him, hey man, I need you to cover that silo. I'm on the first airplane smoking to Hawaii. Why? Because at $5,000 a loss, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours to write an estimate for a total loss. Okay, you can do about 2 or 3 of these a day, and it's gonna be 7 days a week. That up there in Hawaii, that's gonna be non-stop. Okay, you probably gonna be up there. Now, I didn't see how much damage was done, so I don't know how many houses, but they just did this emergency license, so it's got to be a lot of damage, because they calling any and all independent insurance adjusters to come up there. Okay, so you looking at about 2 to 3 claims a day, long hours, of course, because you got to go to each one of these properties and write a claim. Okay, and you got to do your research. You're going to have to find the blueprints for these properties through the state, the government website, whoever got the blueprints to the house, because there ain't gonna be no house. It ain't like you can, oh, okay, draw the walls that, you know, you can see each room, how many, no, the whole thing is on the ground. So that's why they want you to, in that case, to have experience. Now, if these properties were still standing, then you wouldn't need total loss experience, but the damage would still be the same. Okay, but you're dealing with properties flattened. Okay, so a little bit different. Okay, so at $5,000 a pop, looking at at the absolute minimum, $5,000 a day. Okay, that's just doing one property. Okay, why? Because everything is $65,000 and over, you get 2.3% of the gross. The gross is going to be however much your estimate is for. So if the house is $250,000, they obviously got $250,000 worth of damage. But then you got houses that may be $300,000, $400,000, $1 million, 50,000. You just never know. Each house is going to be a different price. Okay, and each insurance policy is going to only cover so much money. And some people may be underinsured, halfway insured, or all the way insured. Just never know, man. But I would be on the first plane smoking, because that right there, that's some money up there. Okay, now if I wasn't, you know, licensed to do property, would I go up there for auto claims? Okay, well, because it's a lot of cars that look like they was burnt to a crisp, you can add that up fast. I don't know what they get paid for that. Obviously, it's gonna be way less. But if I had to take a guess, let's look at the sheet. I'm gonna say we got about $20,000 in damage to them cars, 15 to 25. So let's just say $1,100 a car. So how many cars could you write claims for a day? Because it's a car and it's a total loss, maybe 5 cars a day. I'm not gonna say up to 10 because I don't know anything about writing claims for a car, what's all involved. I know you're gonna have to go out there, take pictures of it, get the VIN number, get the make, model, and all that, and I don't know what you gotta do after that. I'm working on getting, trained for all that stuff. I have no idea though. I'm just taking a guess, but I assume you could do way more cars faster than you can properties. Properties a lot bigger, a lot more go into it, but oh, Andrew, so what are you doing to increase your skills in learning how to do property estimates? Glad you asked. Before this fire even happened, hopefully this is the right box because I ain't got it open, but I got a box right here. It's not open. I'm trying to open it. I'm working on different blueprints myself, getting my skills up on the insurance side. Oh, and this is also why some people say the insurance, this is why they think insurance is seasonal. It's not seasonal. What's seasonal about the insurance is these type of events. Those are like seasonal. Like this fire, that's just something random. I don't know what caused the wildfire, but it's just like wildfires that go on in California. Yeah, those are seasonal. Hurricane season, that's seasonal. Tornado seasonal is seasonal. Hail seasonal is seasonal. But insurance, that's every day. People file claims every day. People get in the car wrecks every day, so. But the big events to make all the money, that's seasonal, So it would be smart if you didn't want to do insurance 100% to just have multiple jobs like me, Okay, well, when something big like this happens, then you go. Okay, when it's something small, you stay in the truck. Okay, so here we have a giant book. Let's flip the camera back again. Okay, so we have here Ultimate Book of Home Plans. Okay, 4th edition is brand new. Over 680 home plans in full color. I got this off Amazon. So what this book is, it has blueprints in here that I could take on my air. And by the way, this is my first time looking at the book too, so I don't know what's all in here, but I'm just gonna kind of zap through it, okay? Because if you're an insurance adjuster, the more you know, the better you are at your skill, right? Okay, so this right here is what I be looking for. Drawing these blueprints in Xactimate. As y'all know, I got my level 1 Xactimate certification. A floor plan like this will probably be level 2. Yep, this would be level 2. I know how to draw all these, but putting these in the Xactimate, learning how to draw every angle, putting the tub in, just taking the software and just recreating these blueprints is the whole reason I got it for. You recreate the blueprint, put it up in 3D, make sure it look just like this. You're going to have your walls, your windows, your roof, you're going to have everything, okay? So this is why I got this book, man, just to practice different blueprints. So y'all can see, got some advanced, something like that. That's going to be advanced right there. Yeah, that right there, that's going to be something serious. So, got this book listening to some of the insurance people and how they practice their skills. So, once again, when I say a total loss, this right here, let's say this was the house and it's burnt down to a crisp. You gonna have to know how to write this whole entire blueprint from start to finish, okay? From start to finish, the whole thing, okay? Assuming that this goes to this house up here, which I believe it do. Let's see, you got the porch over here. There's the porch. I guess that's another porch over there. Is that a garage over here? I'm on the phone. There we go. Garage to the right. Yep, that's the garage over there to the right. So it comes downwards like that. So yeah, this right here, you're gonna have to, you're gonna need to know how to write this exact same blueprint for the house that's burnt down to a crisp. Okay. So there you go. And this second floor too. So this is 2 stories. So you know, if it's 2 stories, it's gonna take you that much more longer to write. You know. And also, it's not just drawing square boxes. You gotta know the exact measurements of every single room, which I don't know. Do they include? So they got the room sizes. You're gonna have to know all of that. And the way to get that is you're gonna have to obviously go through the city and get the blueprints for the properties. But like I said, they got a bunch of different blueprints in here. Man, what is that? So definitely got a lot of practice that I can go through right here. But yeah, man, a lot of different practice. It's a thick book too, man. So yeah, you get to learn real estate when doing insurance. You're gonna know how much things cost. You're gonna be able to, if you get good at it, you'll be capable of hiring somebody to build your own house because you're gonna know the exact cost. You know, why do you know the exact cost? Because your job as an insurance adjuster is to write the check for the contractors anyway to rebuild all this stuff. Okay, so you're gonna know how much all this wood, cedar, whatever it is, you're gonna have to write a check for it. Okay, so, but I just kind of skip through some pages here. Like I said, different designs, different houses. Real thick book, man. Real thick book, boy. How many pages is it? Wow. Let's see how thick this book is. Look how thick that is. Look at all that right there. Look at that. Nothing but home plans. So, there you have it.